Yo, what time is it? Chopping it up time. Chop. Yo, I'm your boy, Crizzle the Barber. And I'm here every week with my two dudes, my dude Aircraft, my dude Mike Nice the Barber. And we got Boston Engineer Extraordinaire in the background, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have some, the guests about to pull up in a minute, you know what I'm saying? We got basically smoking section guests, you know what I'm saying? Not no real, we don't have no interviews yet, but we are about to get to that on 2022 year. We just kind of wanted to build our thing up organically before we dive into our bag of people we know and how we want to, other things we want to do. As you can see, we've progressed every year since we've been doing it. We started in the pandemic. Now, we're basically 2 years in this game here. And, who starts this podcast during the pandemic? A sports podcast with no sports. We did. But, we're here to stay.
Right.
And that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? How y'all feeling today before we get started with it?
Bottles up to us for that.
Yeah, truth be told.
I mean, we say it and we downplay it, but we literally started a sports podcast with no sports.
And no sports.
With no sports. And we still here today, ladies and gentlemen.
Still here.
Thank you.
Rock and roll. Appreciate y'all. You know what I mean?
Yo, I gotta say, man. On top of that, I gotta say, you welcome.
You welcome.
Thank you, Mike.
You welcome.
But hold on. Before we get to that with all the kumbayas and all that, ladies and gentlemen, you know me, I like to keep everything, let everybody know what's going on behind the scenes, right? Yesterday, I called my boys, right, and said, yo, sports betting is in New York, yo. Play some bets. My man Crizzo said, yo, I'm going to get back to you. Hit me. I'm going to hit you back. He was busy, so he didn't get to get back to me. I called Mike. Yo, Mike, I need to know who you like for the sports betting pick. Mike starts off the conversation, I don't like. Hold up, wait a minute. I didn't ask you who you don't like. As soon as I said that man hung up on me.
It's too much ad-lib.
It was too much. That ain't what happened? That ain't what happened? Oh, man. All right. How do you expect the conversation? How did the conversation go? How do you remember the conversation going?
They said, yo, I want to see if you want to make your bets, right? Okay. And I said, how much? I said, you know what? I don't really want to bet. Like, well, you know what, Mike? You don't gotta bet. You don't gotta make any payments. You don't have to do that. Just make a bet. I said, well, I don't like the Dallas Cowboys. I didn't ask you what you don't like.
That's what you should have stuck with. You should have went with who we don't like. That's where you messed up, crap. Because then you would have won. You don't like. He didn't like everybody that lost.
But the thing is,
right?
I'm asking who you like. Don't tell me who you don't like.
Honestly, I wasn't sure about who they was playing, but I was like, well, I don't like them, so automatically I thought you would say, well, he's gonna pick the other team, whoever's playing Dallas, he's gonna pick them. That's what I thought you would say, but
no, that ain't.
Chose that route. So
I chose that route for the simple reason, similar to what you're saying, because I don't want to know who you don't like. I want to know who you want, because you didn't even know who Dallas was playing. So don't tell me I don't. Right, that's why I want to know.
Maybe playing them.
Okay.
I don't like them.
Word. Let me get this.
Chris would have got it. It's okay.
Yo, that's why I say you messed up.
That's yesterday's news.
Yo, how about this? He
basically, it's not even 24 hours ago.
Yo, he basically got his answer, but he didn't like how he received his answer.
Oh, I got the answer. I was just being a dick with him. I got the answer. I knew exactly what he wanted. I just wanted to be a dick, and he dicked me right off and said, "Click."
Bang.
I ain't gonna lie. I was on the phone for a minute, like,
hey, yo.
Did he say hold on? I ain't gonna lie, I had to laugh to myself. I just hung up the phone. I started to call you back, and I was like, you know what, he got me. I can't even say nothing. I let it go.
It's all good, man.
But I put in a bet for us anyway, fellas. So just in case, we got a bet in.
I'll see you my $3.
No, you don't gotta send me nothing. I placed the bet already, and they gave me a $300. So I placed that. Put that.
You better send your $3, Mike, because you know you're not gonna get the winnings, right? If you win. So if you're gonna say you ain't, I placed the bet myself. What do you mean, Mike?
It was a free $10 bet.
Just saying.
We win, everybody get $500. All right.
Hey, how y'all feel, man?
Good.
I feel better on winning this bet.
Good money. What y'all want to talk about first today? You want to talk about basketball, football?
I want to talk about sharing, and subscribing. I want to talk about share, subscribe. Get out
that
here,
sound like a good plan.
chopping it up. YouTube, go check out the channel, leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? And ask a question, and we'll answer.
Craft will answer.
Every week is the same
Me
answer.
And Mike are not
Every week
answer.
it's the same answer.
Mike is going to
Welcome,
answer.
ladies and gentlemen, to know y'all can see me now. I was behind the background doing some things so that I didn't need y'all to see, but I'm here with y'all now. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen.
You here?
I'm here now.
Word.
Physically.
Yo, how often do you think, or this is a question for us? Yo, you see, like we get to eat, smoke, drink, do what we want to do on our show, right? How often do you think the guys on Fox or ESPN was like, damn,
Hold on.
wish I could have it, not like a smoke, but like a drink or a little snack real quick on the air.
Very envious. Hold on, boss. Do me a favor. Pass me my bag, because I seen it already, and they not about to cut up on me. My hands is ashier than, whoa. Let me get the lotion out right now.
It must be cold in New York.
Oh, man. Listen. Is it?
I'm only going to be here for another day or two.
Here we go with the bragging.
Barbados. Here we go.
Yo, listen, what I need you to do, Mike need you to do him a favor, yo. Find out how they say trash in Barbados.
Okay. El Trasho. I don't know. We figured out.
Mike want to know how they say trash in Barbados.
Yeah. All right, but let's get to it. Man, this is our Martin Luther King. Yo, shout out to Martin Luther King. This is our Martin Luther King episode, ladies and gentlemen.
MLK.
Martin Luther King
Y'all still ain't say what y'all want to talk about first. Football, basketball.
Let's get straight to the football, bro.
Let's go.
We here straight to the football.
What happened to the Dallas Cowboys? They were losing all game. All game.
They got
And
lassoed.
Then, wait. And then, then they turned it up, right? The crowd was rocking, adrenaline was running, and then the last play of the game, you couldn't get the snap off on time.
That was a dumb play.
First, got to be shitting
ladies
me,
and
yo.
gentlemen,
You have to be.
I'm honest. I don't really know much about football, but I know about time. And to me, that was the dumbest play in the world for you to run all that time and try to down it and get the ref the ball. Like, he didn't know the ref had to touch the ball to put it in play. It was a stupid play.
Ah, man.
It was stupid. It was dumb.
Game over. That's a terrible way. That's a terrible way to lose a game at home. Terrible way, man. Terrible.
Is Dak Prescott worth all that money, man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is he?
Yeah.
In today's game.
No.
But it'd be confusing when you ask that question, Mike.
But he can't play defense. That's my thing. Like, in football, it's definitely both sides of the field. Like, he can do his job, but if the defense don't do their job,
That's a fact.
it's nothing they could do. You know what I mean? Like, they could have scored the last point. If they come back down and score, it's like that defense could stop nobody the first half. First 3 quarters, basically, if you ask me.
Mike, you always asking if he's worth that money. Isn't that the going rate? Like, you're going to play him below the going rate?
I'm not saying. I'm just asking. Is he that good?
Mike, you would be a great GM. I tell you that. You would be a great NFL GM. Terrible baseball and basketball. Because in football, NFL, you would be a great GM because you like, oh hell no, wait a minute, time. Who are you? Yeah. What's your number? Are you even worth that money? Like, that's a great quote. In basketball is what it is. You kind of know. Baseball, it is what it is. Like, there's a scale of if you bat over 300, you get paid $20 million a year. That's just guaranteed. That's just whoever you, doesn't matter who you are, how old you're gonna get paid. Now the length of the time, different story. You know.
I'm just saying.
But football, you see how Mike plays. Is he worth the money? Like, gotta love Mike. Mike, you'd be a great.
Let me ask you the question.
Football
Do you think
GM.
he's worth the money?
They haven't won anything. So
No,
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Well, is it better to just be like a Jets, just flat out losers? You know what I'm saying? Or is it better to be at least in the mix?
No, I'd rather
You know
be
what I
in
mean?
the mix.
Yeah.
I don't want to be nowhere near the Jets.
You know what?
Because you can always blame it on the defense.
It's good to be a loser, right? If you're gonna win, if you're gonna catch a good player, if it's for a year or two, you're gonna catch one of the top players and gonna take you over the top. But not to be a loser every year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No.
Yeah.
I'd rather be in the mix.
Yeah, I'll take the Dak Prescott and the 10
Sound like you can
wins.
describe the New York Giants.
And you know what I mean?
God damn.
I'll take that than
They
how
win
the
some.
Jets are. At least Dallas Cowboys can feel like they got a shot.
I ain't
We
gonna lie.
know after the 4th game we don't got no shot. It's over. Season over.
I'll take Dak on the Jets though. I would do that.
Shit, right now.
I would do that.
Right now. We might be a playoff team.
I mean,
And he's a black
that's not
quarterback,
really
so
saying much.
definitely.
Crap, that ain't really saying
They
much.
ain't really saying much.
Yeah,
right
Zach.
now.
Shout out to Zach Wilson. He a rookie though, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think he got the moxie. I think he just got to start reading defenses better. But I do like his cockiness. I like his.
I like it too, but he's stuck with the poison pill. And it's not even the poison pill, it's the poison team. He's with the poison team.
It don't matter what he does.
It's what he does. It's not up to him, y'all. It's the organization that's going to break him down. make it seem like it's his fault, ship him up out of there, get someone else, do the same thing. Oh, you're going to see the same pattern going over and over and over until they hit lightning in a bottle, maybe in 10 years.
Is my water your what?
Yours.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man, you know, I'm not a Dallas Cowboy fan, so it doesn't really matter, but hey, you know, at least they made the playoffs. Shit. I'd take that if I'm a Jets fan.
I'll take that.
Giants fan, too. I'd take all that.
You know,
what
I
I'm saying?
never understood that. And I was having a friend conversation with one of my boys the other day. How do y'all find joy in another team beating the team you don't like? Like, I don't understand that.
Oh, because when you, like say, you know, me and Mike, right? Like, I'm not a Hawks fan, right? But I was happy to see that the Hawks beat the Knicks. And if the Bulls made it close, I would be sure Mike would be like, oh, yeah, Chris, ha, ha, ha. They got up out of here. You know what I mean? Like, it'd just be, you know, nobody wants to see. When you, for me and Mike, it's been 30 years of Knicks and Bulls, if not longer. You know what I mean? So, of course I don't want to see the Knicks win. Sorry.
Yeah, I want to see the next team that I don't like win.
Go on. The next day, they running up the field with their helmet. Yeah.
You know, I understand you don't want to see them win, but getting joy out of them losing.
Yes, you don't want to see them win.
You didn't beat them.
Don't matter. They lost in dramatic fashion too. Couldn't snap the ball.
And you know what, they can come back and say, yeah, we lost to them, but y'all can't beat us.
Hey,
that's why I don't get the joy in like getting happy because somebody else beat a team that I can't beat.
Hey, I ain't gonna go in public say like, you know, let me go on Twitter. Yeah, ha ha ha. The Cowboys lost.
Guess what, Chris? You just said it on YouTube.
What I'm saying is I'm not gonna go, you know what I mean, during the game.
I know.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm like, man, you know, if it happens, it happens. No, you know, but anyway, man, Dallas Cowboys.
The joy of the other team, the other team beating them is just the joy of them losing.
It had nothing to do with the other team. We just want to see them lose.
Yeah, anybody can play them.
Yeah, like I was so happy to see the Patriots get stomped.
My iPad behind you?
Stomped. You know what I mean? All the years that they stomped the Jets, even this year, stomping the Jets. You know what I'm saying? I felt good. They're out of here. We're all on vacation. You just 1 week ahead of me. I mean, behind me rather. That's all.
That's
You know what I'm saying? You booked your flight a little bit later than mine.
We got an extra paycheck.
This is true.
We got an
This
extra
is
paycheck,
true.
okay?
And that's
that
all that
playoff
matters unless you got the chip.
Yeah.
Got that extra paycheck. Shout out to them for that one. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, Dallas Cowboys got smoked, man.
Shout out to Tom Brady.
Yeah, he Tom Brady, I was about to say, he's cooking like he normally be cooking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
On fire. You know what I mean? There's nothing you can really do with him. I mean, did anybody really have the Eagles anyway? I mean, come on, let's be real.
No.
He cooking like Crab Mother's curry goat.
Yeah, but shout out to the Eagles for making the playoffs. For real, man. Shout out to the Eagles for making the playoffs, man. Shout out to them because
definitely.
Nobody had them in the playoffs, me included, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to them, man. That organization took a step forward, man, in the right direction where you didn't know where they was gonna be beginning of the season, you know what I'm saying? They did their thing. And shout out to the Las Vegas Raiders, man. They also made the playoffs, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them with all the turmoil, with all the shit that John Gruden did and everything else and all the emails and bullshit for the interim coach to come in and make the playoffs. They lost, but they made the playoffs. And they fought. They fought to the end.
They opened their shirt up like Michael Jackson. Man.
That's right. And they played hard on the road. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like they just gave up. They played hard. You know what I mean? But you know, shout out to them, man. I hope that coach, I forgot his name again, Rich something. I hope he becomes the head coach instead of the interim head coach. Because he showed he can win during adversity. You know what I'm saying? Where a lot of teams would have folded, season over, let's just look for the draft. They kept fighting, kept winning, kept fighting, kept winning, and made the playoffs. To me, that's a you know, that's kudos. That's I want to say that's a testament to how good of a coach he is to get those guys to buy in and reset and start over again, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Las Vegas Raiders for that, man. Man, fuck that.
Shout out to the Raiders.
Shout out to the Oakland Raiders. Shout out to the Oakland Raiders, man. I'm sorry, man.
Disrespectful. They're not Oakland. No
Can't
more
go.
players.
I can't go Las Vegas, man. I could go LA Raiders. I could go Oakland Raiders. Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, baby.
It's
what it is now.
Yeah, it is what it is now. I can't go with that.
Vegas get a basketball team.
That would be ill.
They did have one. They did have one. UNLV.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
NBA team.
So, Crab, what happened to your guy, Big Ben?
Listen, Listen, I was just saying, like, I thought it was going to be a motivation. Listen, they started out the game nice, yo. They started out nice. No one was scoring in the beginning. I was like, ooh, this is good. Then they got the fumble for the touchdown. I'm like, yeah, we in the game. I ain't gonna lie. I started to text y'all like, see what I'm saying? See how they playing? I'm glad I held on to that text.
Cause they got the cooking after that.
Oh my God, did they?
It was like, oh, you trying to embarrass us on national TV? Okay. Let me show how old Big Ben really is. We got busy.
You know what's so crazy? Big Ben looked bigger yesterday for some reason. Now, I'm not even playing. He looked at big. He's coming on the field. I was like, God damn. That's why they can't take him. He's really a big dude. I wonder how much he weighs. He's a big dude. Like,
might be almost 300 pounds. Now, look, a lineman.
He's ready
got the ill gut.
Yeah. Glad to see him though. I'm glad to see him make it in the playoff though. That last game.
Yeah,
last
hell
game
yeah.
was a playoff
But you know,
game,
shout out to the Pittsburgh Steelers too, man, and Big Ben, because we had them all written off. We thought it was over, and for them just to make the playoffs is a win.
What's the coach name?
What the hell is his name again, man? I forgot.
The black guy.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, forgot his name, man. It's gonna come to me.
Never had a losing season.
Come on, Chris. You
never.
Football almanac.
It's gonna come to me. It's gonna come to me, man. I forgot his name, but yeah, never had a losing season.
Never
Shout out to that guy there, man. You know what I mean?
Now, this is a question that could be a little controversial. Now,
So,
you have a black coach here.
Yeah.
Never had a losing season.
Yeah.
What is the delay of hiring more black coaches?
Mike
To
Tomlin.
see if they can.
Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin. There it is. Why we can't see? Why they don't see if they can? What he has? Why he never had a losing season? Jets, Giants.
Well, when you have
Jaguars.
when you have Big Ben your whole career, and you got a stable quarterback, man. The rest is just making sure your defense is straight and putting weapons with that guy.
I like you said that.
You know what I mean?
So
Like,
then that goes back to it's on the players, not the coach.
Yeah, but
I think it's
I'm not full agreement with Chris saying.
I think it's a little bit of both. You know what I mean? Because coaches do motivate. In football, it's all about adrenaline and motivation and executing your plays. So, you know, I don't doubt Mike Tomlin is not a great motivator, because he is a straightforward guy. When you hear him in the interviews, he doesn't pull any punches, whether it's a win or loss. Even if it's a bad win, he let it be known it's a bad win, but we'll take it. You know what I mean? So I kind of respect him for being an honest guy, and I think he comes in and, you know, listen, man, you a man, do your job. I don't care if you're 22. Do your job, and we gonna be all right. And I think people have bought into his philosophy of straightforwardness and just, you know, and it's kind of like people come in, and when you come to a franchise that's a winning franchise, I think players come in with a different mindset, a different pride level. And, you know, you come in like, yo, I'm playing for the Patriots. Whew, it's a 7 rings here. I got 6 rings here. I gotta get busy. Like, you can't not show up for your, you know, have your A game. Pittsburgh still the same thing. 6 championships. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to step it up. You got to make sure that, you know, oh, hell no. I'm playing for one of the historical franchises in the NFL. You know what I mean? And so, you know, I think they have brought in into who he is and how he likes to play the game. And, you know, they get the job done. You know what I mean? That's why he's never had a losing season, you know?
I think he's a really good coach, man.
I think so too. Yeah, he just, you know.
I can't say if there's another coach out there that would have done what he's done. I can't say just because, you know, he got a stable quarterback. I think he's a hard-nosed coach. I think he'd be tough, and he proved the point, man. He proved the point of, you know, going from a player and being able to be a young coach at the time. He proved the point.
Mike, the only reason why I said that, Mike, because I seen him without Big Ben. So when you see a guy, or it's, you know, without Big Ben, and, you know,
Where's he at without Big Ben? He coached somewhere before?
No, I'm talking about as far as with that team.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like
they look terrible.
He took over and they kept going. They kept rising. They still kept going.
They look terrible without Big Ben.
They look terrible, but they still had a winning season.
No, Big Ben never missed a whole season. I think last year he missed like the last 4 games or 5 games. So I think they went 500 at that point. But I just seen how it is, you know, when Big Ben is not there, you know, it gets a little sketchy. You know what I mean? Let's say that. You know what I mean? A little sketchy out there in Pittsburgh. But shout out to Mike Tomlin, man, for never having a losing season, man. That's incredible in today's NFL game, and he's been in there for over 10 years. So, you know, keep doing your thing, Mike Tomlin. But I do notice that Pittsburgh Steelers, the organization, when they find a coach, they kind of stick with them for a decade and better. You know what I mean? From what I've seen, like they stick with these guys from Chuck Knowles back in the days to Bill Cowher, now to what's the name? Since I want to say real talk, since the 80s. The 80s, they only had 3 coaches.
So that's good.
Oh hell yeah! That means that you picked the right guy. You know what I mean? Like you picked the right guy to win. And how about this? All 3 of those. How about this? All 3 of those coaches won championships. How about that? And they went to multiple championships. You know what I mean? Like that is a fact. You know what I mean? Like they went to multiple championships and they all won. They all won on top of that. But shout out to the franchise, man. That's why they
quick question, because that sounded like that was a message in the podcast for a couple of organizations to stop switching up teams. Do you think
I mean coaches?
Coaches, switching up coaches. Do you think they should keep some of these coaches? Fight through it.
I would say find the right one to stick with.
But let me ask you a question: if you're only giving them 2 years, or you're giving them 1 year, how do you know in 1 year, especially in these times?
Good question.
It should be a minimum of 2 years. It should give them
2, just 2.
A minimum of 2. You can't get 5.
No, I'm thinking a minimum of at least 3 to 4 years.
I think it all depends on what city you're in.
But you see, now we're just saying we're gonna rush it because of the city.
No. I mean,
of the fans,
listen.
like New York?
Like I'm not saying we should. I'm just saying, in some cities that are desperate to win or want to win so bad or haven't won in so long, you like, man, listen, man, I'm tired of losing. We want to win tomorrow. We don't want to win next year or the year after that. Like we all tired of hearing next year here in New York, right? When it comes to football, like next year,
I just think
draft.
it's a setback. Every 2 years.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
I think in 2 years you can start making progress in 2 years. Not about becoming a champion in 2 years, but if you don't start seeing progress by the end of the second season, GM Mike is getting you out of here because you ain't making no progress. In 2 years you can't make no progress.
But what if your team was injured? Like, give it to the Jets and the Giants. They both stink, but they had a lot of injuries on their teams. So can you really say, I think that's 2 years? And
well, I think they did. Probably, Mike. The Giants the GM made terrible decisions. You know what I mean? I wasn't mad about the Saquon Barkley joint, but Daniel,
that was a bad decision.
I mean, it wasn't bad. Daniel Jones
was.
I mean,
they could have picked him up later.
I mean, probably so. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, but Daniel Jones was a terrible decision. Should have never picked him up. There was so many other players you could have picked. Like this is saying, you could have had Patrick Mahomes. You could have had a few plays. You should have had it. You could have had your franchise quarterback.
Patrick went right before.
Well, I mean, they could have traded up. Nobody was thinking about Patrick Mahomes but the Chiefs, because if it was 18 other teams could have had. Saying we could have had what's his name that year, Lamar Jackson. Could have had a few players, man. You know what I mean? And the GM sought to go a different route. You know what I mean? And it's paying for it. You know what I mean?
They went the route that they always do: stay familiar, staying home. We gonna get someone like Eli. Eli was great, but you can't always try to replicate that.
I'm with you.
Especially with the times it's changing. You've seen the way Eli was playing near the end. The game had sped up too much for him, and you brought in the same type of player.
Hey, listen, man. You know, Danny Dimes is all right, but he's not a franchise quarterback. You know what I mean? He's good, but he's not great. And you know, that could also be systems. That could also be because I think it's his third coach or second coach in the last 2 years, whatever the case is. So, you know, like you said too, Kraft, like you're not giving the team time to really gel with the organization, kind of thing. You know what I mean? You say 2 years, next thing you know, if you don't produce in 2 years, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? It's over for you. If you're producing in 2 years, all right, you're good for the 5 years. And you know, after 5 years, nothing happened, you're out of here. Either way.
Right.
And when you look at the franchises who are winning, they kind of stick with who they got, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Or at least give them some more time, more than 2 years.
Hell yeah. But I mean, you see.
No, that's a tough call. You know, 2 year thing.
All right, check out Miami. This is Miami, right? They got rid of their coach 1 year. Dolphins.
Yeah, I think was it that first 1 year? I thought it was second year.
1 year. 1 year.
And they showed signs. I was surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 year ain't good enough.
Hell no. What can you really test out in 1 year? What could you really find out? Like, unless right, in 1 year you go and like if you can kind of see it, the coach doesn't have the command of the locker room, and dudes are just doing what they want to do. I mean, they're playing, but they're not really playing, and only respecting certain coaches because it's like, man, listen, man, like certain defensive coaches are really like, man, I'll smack fire, I don't care, man. You know what I mean? Like I'm an ex-player just like you. Don't get it twisted, man. Like, you know how I gets down, and they could talk to the player like that. Where maybe the head coach might just be, I ain't gonna say, might not be tough enough, might not be, strong enough in the locker room. He might not hold it. So you like, man, I can't have this guy here another year, man. Like, I got great players, but I need a coach that is gonna command the team. You know what I'm saying? I want to say respect kind of thing. You know what I mean? If the players don't respect the coach, you can forget about it in the NFL. You can forget about it.
You know what? I don't think it's the players not respecting the head coach, because I'm gonna talk from my experience. I was always closer with the assistant coach. So like I want to say I didn't listen to the head coach. Well, it's obvious I didn't listen to the head coach, but it wasn't like it was done on purpose. It was just like it took longer for the head coach to earn my trust.
Yeah, but
that might have took a year.
Yeah, but I feel
so now we're not really working together until maybe into that second year.
But I got a good one for you. I think if it was John Thompson, R.I.P. John Thompson, you know what I'm saying? I think Kraft would have been like listening from day one, because it's John Thompson. You know what I'm saying? Legendary coach. You know what I mean? Like,
giving me a lot of credit, Chris.
I'm just saying. I just think familiar. When you look at a guy that has done it, you kind of want to listen. Like, yo, I'm gonna give you an example. Like when I first started cutting hair, you know what I mean? I used to be in the shop. I'm gonna pay attention to what Mike is saying. I'm gonna pay attention to what Kev and everybody was saying, because they've been in it longer than I've been in it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think, you know what I mean. But there was another guy in there who I knew I was better than him already. So I was like, I'm not listening to you. I don't care how many years you got in the game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I ain't trying to down him, but I just like, no, you're trash. I'm not listening to you at all. I'm better than you already. You know what I mean? But I think, like I said, I think Kraft, if you went to college, you went to Georgetown, I don't think you'd be sitting here now, personally speaking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he knows how to do it. Oh, it's a different line of respect too, man. As a man, carry yourself as a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You look at Patrick Ewing was there.
Right, Alonzo
Tumbo was there.
Yeah.
You'll be like, yo,
I'm next.
Man, he's doing something right. And he's a voice of authority that you probably can respect, because he didn't give you the right tutelage.
And he ain't no little white guy.
Like that too.
He's not a little man either.
But you know what?
He's a big dude.
But like you said, it all depends on, like I said, really, it's really all dependent on the interaction that we had. Like if I felt like, because me and my coach at New Mexico State, not at all. I don't care if I was there 4 years. We was never gonna see eye to eye.
Right.
But he was too disrespectful to you, like talk down to you.
Yeah, exactly.
John Thompson ain't like that.
Right. That's all depends on the situation. So he wouldn't have been like that. So me and him probably would have never had that interaction. Like you said, I probably wouldn't be sitting here right now.
Yeah. I think John, at this thing for when it, and I don't want to go racial, but I'm just saying like familiarity kind of thing, where like John Thompson could talk to Kraft about black culture things where a white coach might not be able to. I'm not saying. No, I'm just saying. I'm just giving it. Not everybody. Scott.
This dude's a fool. I'm gonna tell you why.
We're gonna bring in Patrick Ewing. Hey man.
No, my coach at San Jack. Damn, I can't remember his name right now. God damn, this is crazy. It's the weed. Yeah, but cool coach, yo, cool. I mean, him got along. Like, and he was white. Cool. Okay. No problems with him. They tell you, me and him ain't have no problems whatsoever. Cool as hell. He was white, so it's not really. It's really how you interact with me.
I guess.
For me, it was how you interact. It didn't matter the color of your skin or none of that ain't bothering me. It's how you dealt with me as a person. If you dealt with me fucked up, you gonna get fucked up times 10 coming back from me.
Our coaches know it.
There it is.
Respect your players.
I think John Thompson would have punched you in the face though. You try to step up though. I ain't gonna lie.
Do you think he would have pushed me to that level, or he would have dealt with me in a certain way that would have reached me differently than like he probably might have talked to me like my first coach at New Mexico at San Jack.
He might have been like, "Get the fuck out of here, Ferguson. The fuck off the court. Yo, don't want to hear your mouth."
Who the fuck you talking to?
Right.
Well, who the fuck you talking to? Right. I'd have to look up to him, you know?
Right, that would probably been your last day at Georgetown, and you know.
Yep.
I mean, you respected Granby right away.
No, I didn't.
No, he didn't.
No, I didn't.
No, he did.
It was Turner. because Turner was the one I was familiar with. He came from my junior high school and all that.
Assistant coaches, you
right,
with.
exactly.
Yeah, I told you after Granby subbed me out after I made my first bucket, and Crab was like, "Yo, hey coach, what are you talking about? You made the bucket. I got double teamed. You know what I'm saying?" And it's like, "Well, you can sit down too, son." Well, Crab put his arm around me and said, "Yo, real loud, Mike. Fuck that, yo. That was the right play, Chriso. Yeah. Fuck what he talking about."
I was at that game.
And we sat right there like,
right there on that bench.
I was like, "Fuck it, my man had my back. I'm good." But it was the right play though. So I'm just saying, Kraft got double team. I made the layup hard. It was nothing serious. He should have been like, timeout. He should have made him spray me with water or something. Douse me with gas. You know what I mean? Exactly. Got your nut. Chris out. Right. Help me out. You know what I mean? Nah.
Turned a good moment into a bad moment.
Word up.
No, we gonna embarrass your ass right back.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. But you know, it's all about coaching sometimes. Communication. It's all
communication is key with me.
Facts. Okay. What other game we missing, man? The Raiders lost, right? Eagles lost. Cowboys lost.
Chiefs, who was that?
That was the Steelers. That was it, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That was yesterday, right? That was 3 yesterday.
Yeah. All right, so let's go to basketball real quick, but then we're gonna come back and have our picks for the playoffs next week, y'all. And excuse me, y'all. Sorry we didn't have our playoffs preview picks. You know what I'm saying? Going on football. Mine. My bad. Sorry about that.
I'm owing whatever. I'm owing whatever.
Yeah, because you picked the Raiders too, right?
Yep.
So probably like, I ain't picking the Raiders. It was close though. You almost. It almost.
Listen.
Almost
all
happened.
The games was good games. I have to say that all the games was good games.
Yeah. Cincinnati was blowing them out and they came back. I mean, tight game at the end.
Yeah.
Good game. Are the Lakers done? Can we? It's a new year. We're in 2022. AD's hurt. He's not back. They just like on a 5-game losing streak. You can't beat Sacramento, or did he beat Sacramento? Somebody else they couldn't beat. It was an embarrassing loss. I just cannot believe. I don't care with the talent you had. You should definitely have beaten them. They've lost games. My thing is when teams lose games that they shouldn't lose to teams that they shouldn't lose to, I'm worried. You lose to the upper teams, okay, I get it. But when you lose to a team that you shouldn't lose to, there's no excuse for that. You know what I mean? Like no excuse.
None whatsoever.
Are they done, guys?
Damn, huh?
Mike.
I mean, they're not going to win anything. So if that's what you mean, done like that, or done like not making playoffs.
Are they still gonna make the playoffs?
That's tough, man.
No.
Because cats in the West are balling now.
I'm about to say like.
Oh, they ball.
Cats in the West is balling now, man. Like really balling. Dallas is starting to pick it up. Memphis has picked it up.
Portland is playing good without their 2 stars.
Word up.
This is crazy.
This
is crazy.
They look they look like a unit kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? They look like a unit that is trying to, you know what I'm saying, get right. You know what I mean? They ain't trying to, they trying to stay in the mix, and when they 2 leaders come back, they gonna be lit. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. But they playing crazy. I can't believe how good they're playing without them. You know what I mean? But are they done, man? Like, you think they're gonna make the playoffs still, Mike?
I think the Lakers. Are still. I mean, they're in the 8th spot now. They can still hold on to that. I think, but they might not make it because they 8th spot. You know that little runoff. That little fight for that spot. They might not make it.
Doug, I don't got them. What's the name, man? I don't got them making the playoffs, man.
Damn.
For real.
Yeah, I don't see.
I don't see how they're gonna. If you can't beat teams like who they lost with, it's not Sacramento. Who was it? Bum team.
Lose to Sacramento.
Oh, so that's the Sacramento team. Like you can't beat Sacramento without AD. Then who? You can't beat nobody. Then who else you gonna beat?
Russell Westbrook got to turn it around.
Oh man, you saw the other night he was gun shy. Didn't want to shoot.
Yeah.
He didn't want to shoot a jump shot to save. Yeah. He did not want to shoot a jump shot to save his life the other night, man. He kept trying to go for layup, pass. He tried to do anything else but shoot a jump shot. Gun shot. You know what I'm saying? Ah man, he's done. Yo, and the the announcer or whoever was on the DJ was playing "Cold as Ice."
Oh yeah.
Yo, every time he shot and missed, "Cold as Ice." Yo, son, killing him. Yo, killing him, yo. That's what I mean, yo. Like,
Lakers is finished.
yeah, they're not making the playoffs, man. And if they don't make the playoffs, then you gotta get rid of the dude, man. I'm sorry, man. You gotta go, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's gotta go, man. Come on,
That
man.
team about to get broken up.
Yeah, like
The
he's
team
out.
about to get broken up.
I just think he's out of here. I just think he definitely doesn't work what they do. So
He's not
it's
the only
like
problem.
he's not. Who else? Who else is the
The
problem?
whole team.
Whole team.
The whole team. Only person that's playing good is LeBron.
Should the coach? Is it the coaching now?
No. No. Nobody's playing good. You can't blame that on the coach.
Shout out to
You know
LeBron.
what?
He's on fire too.
Who put that team
I-
together?
On this one, that's funny Chris said that because yesterday I was questioning the coaching over there.
How? Who put the team together for this coach to work with these bums? You got two big men that you're not even playing that's healthy on the bench.
That's coaching, right?
That's not coaching. I can't use these players. They old and washed. They're not usable. That's why they on the bench. LeBron has to play the
What?
five.
You don't think so?
Why they not playing? You think he's that dumb of a player? He said, "Let me put LeBron in here to have to go up against these fives when I can have someone else at least doing the banging, getting
Do
some
you
type of
remember-
rebounds."
Do you remember you said that I told both of y'all DeAndre Jordan was finished, and y'all just said no, there's no way. He's this guy. He's that guy.
And yet you absolutely right. You absolutely right. And obviously the coach sees that he's done. I can't even put this dude in the game, yo. There's two of them over there.
I don't know why Dwight Howard's not playing.
Season last season.
Why Dwight Howard's not playing? You tell me he can't give you no minutes, man.
That's
He
what I
can't play
said. It
center.
might be the coaching. You know, they trying to keep up with the young dudes, and they're not playing. You know, that style.
I don't think it's the coach. It got to be a point. The coach gonna be like, "Yo, I ain't gonna be on my damn name because he's gonna put this dude in here. If he can rebound, block some shot, change some defenders, we need him. Why should LeBron have to play the five?
Westbrook got it.
Got
That's
it.
not the only problem, yo. You need to revamp that team.
6 man.
And I,
You
you know,
need to get some younger players
and you know,
to come up in there.
Crab, you know, I rocks with Westbrook, but on this team it does not look good. I fought
doesn't.
for him the whole season. Hope
I'm
does
with
not
you,
look good, man.
But
Like,
I don't think he's the only problem.
no, hell no, definitely
Not
not
at
the
all.
only problem.
I don't think if
That's
you
the only
just get
problem,
rid of
but-
him and bring someone else in, I don't care who else you bring in, they automatically gonna be
For
contenders.
Crab.
I believe so.
Crab.
Who? Who would you
I
bring in?
believe so. Somebody who can shoot. That's all you need. Any guard that can shoot right now.
was gonna say,
Any guard.
Westbrook, right?
Uh-huh.
Westbrook is this big time Hall of Famer, triple double master. With just him and LeBron, they should still be in like 5th place or 6th place. They shouldn't be in 8th place.
That's how I
They
feel
should be
too.
doing well. The guy that he is, the superhuman that he's supposed to be. I say a 6th man. You know that.
I do believe it's coaching, right? I mean, let me tell you why. If
LeBron was out a lot of games.
Yo, if Andre Drummond could
Yeah.
still come off the bench and get double doubles, if JaVale McGee could still come out there and be productive with Phoenix in limited minutes,
Do you see when he put them in the game how they playing? The minutes they get?
yeah,
Okay. And you see, they're doing nothing like Andre Drummond.
nothing
at all.
Nothing.
Like,
Andre
nothing.
Drummond's getting busy with his minutes.
They're doing nothing.
Getting
Why
busy
the hell am
with
I
his
putting
minutes.
these bums in the game?
But you know, here we go again. I'm leaning towards coaching don't know what he's doing. Sorry.
I
Yo,
think it's get rid of
I'm-
Andre Drummond in the first place.
yeah. For what he signed, you might as well kept him.
Could have kept him, you'd have been doing better.
Right now, way better.
Could have kept Burrell.
Hell yeah. Could kept a lot of
5
people.
points, 5 rebounds.
Who that?
Dwight Howard.
Sorry, Snoop.
DeAndre Jordan.
Gotta go.
Make it talk.
4 points,
Oh.
5 rebounds.
Terrible. Terrible. Big
Between
man.
the two of them, they both playing 26 minutes a game.
Getting nothing. Not even getting
Between the
double
both
double.
of them. Come on, man.
Terrible. man.
And that's who you want to put in the game? That's who you saying the coach don't know what he's doing. He should put them in the game?
Hey man. If Shaq Fu, Andre Drummond could be out there, these niggas could be
But
out
he's
there.
he's putting in work though. That's the difference. He's coming off the bench putting in work. They're not doing nothing.
He's going hard. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah. They needed him there. That's who they needed.
But it worked out, right, especially now with AD down.
Yeah.
Now let's switch to the East Coast, man. KD's out 4 to 6 weeks. What does that do for the Nets now?
That hurts.
It hurts.
I mean, clearly,
It hurts.
league
big
leading
time.
scorer,
Big time. It hurts.
double machine.
This at this point here, this is where Kyrie, you might have to get that shot, yo. They're gonna need you now. They need you. Home games, they're gonna need you. He's out 4 to 6 weeks, and the thing is, they said they're gonna reevaluate him in 4 to 6 weeks. That's not even saying he's gonna be back. So you probably out 2 months. That's already a month and a half. You talking about month to a month and a half. Kyrie, you gonna have to get that shot, player. If you want a shot.
I mean, but hey, you know what? The Nets in the playoffs anyway, so it's not going to stop them from, getting to the finals.
You show
like the Eastern Conference Finals. It shouldn't, because he should be back. He should be healthy when he gets back.
So you think the Nets are a playoff team? They should still make the playoffs if KD is not there. I think they're in trouble.
Oh yeah. I think they're gonna definitely make the playoffs. Still, definitely. It's just what they're gonna do without him.
I think they are in trouble. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I mean, they're gonna lose some games, but they're not going. They're not going to lose like.
Yeah, I don't think they're falling out of
Or in
playoffs.
the 5-game losing streak or 7-game losing streak. I don't see that. I don't see that. Not when Kyrie's playing. I definitely.
Yeah. They in a battle right now with Cleveland.
So who's the leader now? Kyrie or James Harden?
Gotta be James Harden.
Smart man.
When Kyrie's on the floor, I think Kyrie's the leader.
Oh shit, you're in trouble now.
Or especially in the playoffs, I would say that. But James Harden been putting up numbers for a long time. He's been putting these numbers up, but does that make you the leader because you put these numbers up?
I'm making him the leader because he's there every game.
You believe Kyrie's the leader, Mike?
Because he's only here away games. I'm giving it to Harden because he's there every game. Like
I got you.
You know what I mean?
I just feel Kyrie's like the ultimate, probably the best two guy. You know what I mean? Wingman or whatever you want to call him, Batman and Robin, whatever you want to call him. The number 2 guy. I just think he's the ultimate number 2 guy. I would never count on Kyrie as like leadership. But to game on the line, get a bucket, or series, yeah, I'll go with Kyrie. I know he's gonna get buckets. I know exactly what he's gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Now, is he gonna set somebody else up? Nah. Is he gonna? You see how James Harden goes to the basket and still throws the lob? Still, nah. But would he put that ball in the hole? Absolutely. Absolutely put the ball in the hole. You know what I mean? That's without question. But man, we're gonna see him being on the road. Him being only be able to play on the road hurts them so much. Like if he was gonna be there every game, I'd be like, yeah, Nets is good money. But him only having to play 50% of the rest of the games, or what, whatever the case is, I just don't like that, man. I really just don't like that, man. I think that's too. I don't know. I think that's just too scary right now in the East. The way shit's going down. I'm worried about Zach LaVine. I don't know how long he gonna be out. It was no structural damage, but still, you know what I mean? I'm like, man, listen, man, I ain't trying to.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, not this way. Don't lose like this. You know what I'm saying? Lose with the full team. Don't do this. Take one of the big dogs out.
It was tight, yo. Tight, like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Lost a close game of Celtics the other night. If he was there, I feel we'd win that game.
Losing to Memphis tonight.
You know what I mean? That's definitely gonna happen. John Moran's
you
there.
said it really quiet, just like,
Yeah, listen, man. You gotta call it what it is. Like,
you pulled out the late night voice on.
Yo. Team I think is catching real fire right now, and nobody's really talking about them, is the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat is starting to cook. Tyler Herro's playing lights out. Probably gonna be 6th man of the year this year. 21 points off the bench. Jimmy Butler just came back, and they should be getting Bam back this week or next week, if I'm not mistaken.
Next week.
But Bam should be back. That's like getting free agents. You know what I'm saying? They had this other foreign guy that was out there playing. He got bitched the last couple of games, man. What's his name? Shit. I don't know, man. He got a West name. I forgot his name, man. But they gonna be alright. You know what I mean? Yeah, get back to it, man.
My sleeper team real quick had a slip real quick. Washington done dropped off real quick.
Yeah.
Stopped from the 3rd position all the way down to the 9th. But
It's gonna be rough for them. Them in Cleveland, it's gonna be rough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
like Cleveland's still hanging tight.
Yeah,
They
but
still tight.
how long is that
hanging
gonna? How long is that gonna be though? You know what I mean?
They still
I
there.
think they look like they around.
Yeah.
I don't think it look like
Okay.
like a false narrative.
They just got injuries. I just think injury wise, that's all.
Cleveland is this year's Knicks of
Okay.
last year.
Okay.
Right now.
Overachievers.
I don't want to say over. Oh, damn. I shouldn't
Yeah.
have said the Knicks.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't want to
No,
say
I think-
overachievers,
no,
but
I
they just
think
playing
they
real
gonna-
good right now.
Okay.
That one kid, they play as a good unit
Yeah.
together. So I don't
Nah, they balling. I ain't gonna front. Yo, real quick, before we break out, let's get our picks for the NFL real quick, Mike. You know you gotta break out. Who's playing this week here? Who's playing who?
This week we got Tennessee and Cincinnati.
Ooh, Derrick Henry's back too, ladies and gentlemen. Who you got?
Yeah, I'm going with Tennessee.
Mike, who you got?
Cincinnati.
I'm going Cincinnati too.
WKRP in Cincinnati.
I think this kid Joe Burrow and Chase and they got a lot of weapons, man. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, running backs, like so it's a gang offense out there. What's the next one?
KC and Buffalo.
Woo!
KC.
Hands down. Gonna walk right over them.
Buffalo. Yeah, that's what I'm like that. I'm not hands down.
I'm going Buffalo. Fuck that.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going Buffalo.
My man is back.
Who you got,
Buffalo Soldier.
Man, Kelsey out there dancing on crazy.
Mike? Yeah, all right. That's
You're
good.
gonna be able to dance in that damn cold, boy.
Word up.
Who you got, Mike?
But you said Buffalo and
KC.
I said KC.
Oh, okay.
I
That's
said
all right.
KC.
Green
I
Bay
thought
and
something
San
changed.
Fran.
All right, Green Bay.
San Fran who?
Look at him like, the fuck? You crazy?
He going by the colors he like. That's what it is.
Like, I'm about to get that jacket, that hat.
Green Bay.
You said San Fran who?
In Green Bay.
In Green Bay.
I'm going Green Bay.
Right, yeah.
All right.
That's a fact.
And then the last one is gonna be deciding on the tonight game. Tampa Bay and the winner of the Rams and the Cardinals.
Well, let's pick the Rams and the Cardinals then. While we here, who you got?
I'm going with the Rams. I got the Rams.
Got the
You know
Rams.
what? I think the Cardinals might pull a trick out the bag. I'm going to go with them.
Man, I think it's Odell Beckham time. Going with the Rams.
Yeah, it is.
Sidewalk, know what you call it tonight.
Who that?
No Hopkins.
Oh, definitely going with the Rams.
Yeah.
You want to change that up now, Mike?
Jeffrey Hopkins.
No DeAndre Hopkins. No more receiving it.
Yeah, I might just go to the other side.
Come on over, man. Come on over.
Got
yo.
to, man. So you going with what's the name? Going with the Rams?
Yep.
All right, cool. That's all of us, the Rams. All right, ladies and gentlemen, then that wraps up another great episode of Chopping Up Sports, man. Hope you
Short and
tune
sweet.
in next week, you know what I'm saying? And, we're going to talk about these division games right here as far as playoffs go. And, it's always going to be more NBA news because always something happening, you know what I'm saying? Every week is
Every
something
damn
new, you know what I
week,
mean?
something new.
But let's give a good word of the day before you break out, Craft.
Good word of the day. I'm launching my new YouTube channel, Relaxation
Oh, yeah.
as a Craft.
That's what's up.
Look out for that.
That's
And support Getting Faded. That's
Yes,
it.
sir.
No doubt. Mine is be respectful. Now check this out. Be respectful as the person coming to borrow money. Be that respectful. You'll be all right. You're gonna be all right.
What?
Nigga went real
That's
deep.
funny.
Nigga said, yo, be respectful.
'Cause, yo,
Like the
that
guy
dude that's
coming to borrow money.
So hungry. He's so hungry.
He is. I'm gonna call you later.
'Cause
I
he
need to
broke.
borrow something, yo.
'Cause he broke.
Put my
That's
humble
why.
Voice on
Shit,
later,
the
yo.
fuck? You can't be arrogant and cocky. Yo, and borrow some money after that, nigga. You
Yeah,
feel me?
okay.
My positive note is, you know,
It's about his vacation. I know-
yeah,
I know it's
nah,
about his
you know,
vacation.
I'm keeping him do something
What you say,
different.
Crab?
It's about his vacation coming up.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm out of here. I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen. But nah, man.
Leaving.
Yeah, on the next game. Stay consistent, man. Like I always tell y'all, it's a new year. New things are happening. Don't be boxed in. Once you get boxed in, people only look at you as one thing, man. Be multiple things. Don't just be one. Peace. Yo, it's another great episode of Chopping Up Sports. Love y'all. Peace.
Peace.